Ever wondered why you prefer solitude over social gatherings? Why you find comfort in your own company rather than being in a crowd? Let's take a moment to explore this fascinating realm of personality types. We often hear the term introvert, referring to people who draw their energy from being alone. Yet there's another term you might resonate with: lone wolf. Intriguing, isn't it? Both introverts and lone wolves share a preference for solitude, but their motivations and behaviors can be quite different. Introverts recharge their batteries in solitude, while lone wolves seek solitude as a path to self-discovery and independence. Are you intrigued to find out where you stand? Are you a lone wolf or just an introvert? This topic is not just about labels, but understanding yourself better, embracing your individuality, and learning how to navigate the world in your unique way. Stay with us as we delve into the 7 signs that might indicate you're a lone wolf, not just an introvert. And don't forget to hit the subscribe button to keep learning more about psychology-related topics in everyday life. The first sign is your strong sense of independence. A lone wolf personality is often associated with a deep-seated need for independence. It's not just about being alone or enjoying solitude, it's about standing on your own 2 feet, making your own decisions and not relying on others for emotional or financial support. For instance, if you were at a party, you'd be that person who can mingle but doesn't need to. You're comfortable standing alone, observing the crowd, not needing to be part of it. Or perhaps, when facing a problem, you prefer to solve it on your own, even if it takes longer, rather than asking for help. You're not against collaboration or companionship, but you always keep your autonomy intact. You value the freedom that comes with being independent, the ability to do what you want, when you want, without having to answer to anyone else. So, if you find yourself valuing independence above all else, you might be more of a lone wolf. Moving on to the second and third signs, you enjoy solitude and you're self-motivated. Solitude, for some it may sound like a curse, but for others it's a sanctuary. And for you, the lone wolf, solitude is not just a preference, it is a necessity. It is in these moments of solitude that you find peace, clarity, and the space to be truly yourself. While some may see solitude as isolating or lonely, you understand its true value. It's a time for you to recharge, to reflect, to allow your mind to wander and explore the vast landscapes of your thoughts and ideas. You don't just enjoy solitude, you thrive in it. But it's not just about enjoying solitude. What sets you apart is how you use this time alone. You're not simply passing time or avoiding social interaction. No, you're doing something far more profound. You're using this solitude as a tool for self-growth, for self-discovery. You're tapping into your potential, exploring your interests, and refining your skills. You're not just alone, you're productive and creative in your solitude. And this brings us to the third sign: self-motivation. Lone wolves are intrinsically motivated. They don't rely on external validation or rewards to push them forward. They're driven by their own goals, their own ambitions, their own standards. They're not swayed by societal norms or expectations. They march to their own beat. And it's this self-motivation that propels them to achieve their goals. You see, self-motivation is more than just a trait. It's a lifestyle. It's a commitment to oneself. It's about taking responsibility for your own growth, your own success, your own happiness. It's about setting your own goals and having the determination and the courage to pursue them, regardless of the challenges or obstacles that may stand in your way. So let's reflect. Do you find solace in solitude? Do you use your alone time for self-growth and exploration? Are you driven by your own ambitions and not swayed by external factors? If so, then you might just be a lone wolf. If solitude is your sanctuary and you're driven by your own goals, not external factors, you could be a lone wolf. The fourth and fifth signs are that you're introspective and prefer one-on-one interactions. Let's delve into these fascinating aspects of your personality. Being introspective isn't the same as being quiet or shy. It's about being thoughtful, reflective, and having a deep understanding of your own thoughts and feelings. It's about looking inward, analyzing your actions, and understanding why you do what you do. It's like having an ongoing dialogue with yourself, trying to decode the intricacies of your own mind. As an introspective person, you may find yourself constantly lost in thought, contemplating life's big questions, or dissecting your own emotional responses to situations. This introspection isn't fueled by anxiety or overthinking, but rather by a genuine curiosity about your internal world. Now let's discuss the preference for one-on-one interactions. For many, socializing in large groups can be enjoyable and energizing. But for a lone wolf, it's a different story. They find more value and meaning in having deeper, more personal conversations with a single individual. Think about it. When was the last time you had a truly meaningful conversation at a loud party or during a group discussion? Often these settings are filled with small talk, which can feel superficial and draining to a lone wolf. In contrast, one-on-one interactions allow for a deeper level of understanding and connection. They provide a space for meaningful dialogue, where you can delve into topics that truly matter. It's not about being antisocial, but about seeking quality over quantity in your social interactions. Consider your own experiences. Do you find large social gatherings draining while intimate conversations energize you? Do you often get lost in your thoughts, trying to understand yourself and the world around you better? These aren't just signs of introversion, they're signs of a lone wolf personality. You're not just someone who enjoys their own company. You're someone who values deep introspection and craves meaningful conversations. If you often find yourself lost in thought and prefer deep conversations with one person at a time, you're showing signs of a lone wolf personality. The final signs are your resilience and your fearlessness in standing alone. In life, we all face setbacks and challenges, but for lone wolves, these instances are not roadblocks, but stepping stones. They possess an exceptional ability to bounce back, to rise from the ashes of adversity with renewed vigor and determination. It's as if they're sculpted by the storms they weather, growing stronger with each gust. But resilience is only one side of the coin. The other is the courage to stand alone, to go against the grain when needed. Lone wolves don't fear solitude, they embrace it. They aren't swayed by the crowd, they stand their ground. They are not afraid to walk their path even if it means walking alone. If you are resilient and unafraid to stand alone, you might have a lone wolf personality. But remember, whether you're an introvert, a lone wolf, or somewhere in between, it's important to embrace who you are. So, do you see yourself in these signs? Does the term lone wolf resonate with you more than introvert? In our journey today, we've explored the intricate signs of a lone wolf personality, from valuing independence to enjoying solitude, from being introspective to preferring one-on-one interactions, and from showing resilience to not fearing standing alone. The beauty of it all, each trait is a piece of the puzzle that makes you, you. It's essential to understand these characteristics, not to label ourselves, but to embrace our unique personality traits. Whether you identify more as a lone wolf, an introvert, or a mix of both, remember that these are not limitations. Instead, they are strengths that define your unique way of experiencing the world. We'd love to hear your thoughts. Are you a lone wolf, an introvert, or a bit of both? Share your reflections in the comments below. And remember, there's no right or wrong personality type, just different ways of experiencing the world.